Again, good to come off a win against Akron. It's a win we needed to get, and I'm glad that we found a way to get it done. I thought Akron, to their credit, played a great first half. Really controlled the ball, controlled the clock, really executed a good plan, and fortunately we held them to 10 points, and really came out the second half the way we needed to, taking the opening drive, scoring, getting a 3 and out, scoring again, and then being able to keep it a 2-score game the rest of the way. So again, it was a good win, and now we look ahead to the biggest game of the year. So much at stake. It's our rival, trying to get to 7 wins, trying to secure a bowl bid. It's everything that we want this game to be every year, that there's a lot on the line, and there's a lot of it's a big rivalry weekend all across the country, and we're very fortunate to have one that's as intense as the Bowling Green Toledo one, with the school that's 20 minutes up the road. And I think it'll be a great football game against a very good football team. They've really done a great job there this year. They're a 3-inch fumble away from having the same record we have. And, very, very talented on offense. Explosive, physical on the O-line, experienced. Quarterbacks, both of them have played well. The 2 running backs are probably as good a 1-2 combination that we've seen in the MAC all year. And just loaded at receiver, Williams, Page, and they've got 2 very good tight ends. So there is a skilled and offensive group that we've seen in the conference all year. And defensively, they're athletic, they're fast, they looked really good against Eastern Michigan. They're very challenging to prepare for. They do so much, so many different things, so many different pressures, that it's a real challenge to get ready for what they do. So we're really going to have to play well and play really well to be able to be in this game and compete in it.
Is there anything extra, maybe, is there anything special you're doing for the players this week to help them focus on the rivalry maybe a little bit more?
Well, there are, it's a big rivalry game, and this is certainly a game that we talk about year-round in the off-season. It's always important that you beat your rival. Now, once the season gets going, we don't talk about them because the biggest game for us is always the next game. Then, the school you've talked about all off-season, now it's here. And, with what we have at stake, I don't know if we need to put any more emphasis on it. I mean, it is Toledo. This is a team that wants to have a winning record and go to a bowl. And, if I've got to do anything extra, we've got bigger issues on this team. So, if they can't get up for this one. And I'm not concerned about that because, honestly, I think our guys have done a great job all year of being up for every game. I think the thing I'm most proud about this football team is I don't think there's one game that you could look at and say, geez, they just didn't show up. I think our guys have been pretty consistent all year in terms of showing up and playing with effort and playing with emotion. And a lot of people would say, well, they're college football players, they should do that. That's hard to do 12 weeks in a row. So I'm confident that our guys will show up and give us great effort.
There's the very interesting subplot of Tim Beckman, who spent so many years here, and now he's, a rock at the enemy. What are your thoughts on the position that he's in right now?
Well, he certainly has a unique perspective of it because he's been on both sides of it. I keep my focus on preparing our team and our players to do the things that we anticipate Toledo's going to do. And, our preparation and our focus is what's important. And certainly, him being hired there last December and then myself being hired here 2 weeks ago, I mean, this will probably be a great battle for years to come. But, I've met Tim a couple of times, and, there's no history there. We've never coached against each other, and when we've been out at the league meetings, I mean, it's certainly cordial, and, I mean, there's certainly an awareness that at Bowling Green it's very important that we play well against Toledo, and he's very aware of the same expectation at Toledo exists for the Bowling Green game.
Do you think it adds anything to the game?
I like to keep the focus on the players and what they need to do. You don't do this for a living unless you're competitive, but it's nothing personal between the two of us. There's not a history there. We didn't know each other until we both got hired for our respective positions. So it's not like he was an assistant. It's not like I've been the offense coordinator at Bowling Green and he was the defense coordinator at Toledo, and for 8 years we were battling against each other, or we recruit the same area. And it's, this is all new in the making, and I'm sure this will be chapter one, and we want to get off to a good start, as I'm sure they do as well.
Where do you think this game ranks as far as non-BCS rivalries?
Oh, it's certainly up there, and to us right here, it's the biggest one, bigger than any BCS rivalry. So this is the only one we care about. I don't care about any other one. I don't care about the Iron Bowl. I don't care about Oklahoma State. I don't care about Florida State. In my mind, this is the biggest game in the country this weekend.
And talking about Toledo's offense, you mentioned kind of how explosive they are. Is there one thing you try to, I guess, kind of control, like the passing game or the running game, or is there something you try to shut down there?
That's why they're so difficult to defend, is they can beat you doing both. They are, for a team that explosive, they're incredibly well balanced. And they throw it well and they run it well. So if you say, hey, we're going to put 9 guys in the box and shut down the run game, what are you going to do to Page and Williams? Or if you spread out, now they've got 2 backs that are capable for running for 100, 150 yards. And their offensive line is equally good at run blocking and pass blocking. So, they move the ball so well because they are balanced. They can do both. And it is a real challenge. They're very good.
And Page being just a freshman, he's kind of been on all the highlights all year. What have you seen from him as just a freshman?
He's fast, he's dynamic, he's quick. He's obviously got some maturity to him to be a freshman and to do all the things he's doing, to have 75 catches, over 1,000 yards, what he does in their return game, what he does in their Wildcat package. They've obviously got a very special player there. So, hopefully the NFL will let people start coming out after the freshman year so we don't have to see him for 3 more. He's a good player. So he's very dynamic and he's fun to watch. And so I just hope we don't see too much of him this week.
I know you expected this, but what was it like seeing Freddie get some more national recognition officially yesterday?
It was awesome. It's great for our program. There's all these different national awards, whether it's the Walker Award or Blitnikoff Award or the Davey O'Brien Award and the Gursky Award. Of all those national awards, there's one MAC player that's nominated for any of them, and it's Bowling Green's Freddie Barnes, and I think that's pretty cool. So it's a great honor for Freddie. It's a great honor for our program, and now we hope he wins it. But we're very proud of him, and it's really a credit to the whole team. It's a credit to Tyler, who gets him the ball, a credit to our offensive line, who protects, the other receivers that have made enough plays so people just can't focus on him. I think it's a huge credit to our offensive staff that they have devised so many different ways and been creative to get him the football. So it's just a great team award, and I know the whole school and community is proud of Freddie.